Alright, so guys, I'm going to try to make this one quick because I'm not doing any work. We're just going to talk about something. I do plan to do something, but not today because I'm waiting on parts. But we're going to talk stock windshield boom yow on this white bike. Y'all know the blue and black. I got a different shield. The one I got on the blue and black at this point is basically this one. I've got too many windshields. But this, we're going to talk about this. This is a used one. This is a brand new one that I just bought. And then this is the one that I'm kind of planning to put on the white bike here. Is this one. And that black, I think it turned out okay. But if you look here, you see some air pockets. That's from that vinyl that I put on this stuff. Because I had to cover up and hide some of this back pocket part. I just didn't like the way it looked without hiding it. So this is a GPS setup here for the windshield once I get it mounted. The only thing I don't like about this particular windshield is with the curved shields, I don't have all this room back here and all that space. I may change my mind and put a curved shield on this white bike that I plan to sell, but every time I ride it I like it a little bit more. But this shield, I think my problem was I had it on the bike for a while. I think what I did was I had these holes too high and I wanted to lower that GPS about an inch, and that's why I replaced this windshield right here. But let's talk about this shield for a second. Okay, let's talk about this one. Let's talk about this shield. Maybe get out of the sun a little bit. Talk about that shield. This is for a Harley Davidson. I'm not sure the years, to be honest with you. Probably 23, that range. But that's a smoke shield. And as you can see, this is the one I've already been using. Let's get the other one up here. This is the new one. So you can tell here we got a little bit of a difference here. Let's pull this plastic back a little. Got a little difference. As you can tell with the new one, we got a hole here in the middle. We got a hole over here, and we got a lot of lip right here. So it will fit a Harley Davidson. Okay. Now, same shield here. See how it waves? It's got a wave. I don't know if y'all could see that, but there's a wave to it. So this is the same shield for the Harley. So what happened was it got modified. Okay. So remember we had that that lip is gone. We had one hole, right? Well, we had to add a hole. So we got another hole. We drilled that one for hole number 1 on our setup. We drilled a hole here for hole number 2. This, don't even pay attention to that. That's not needed. We're keeping their original hole. Hole number 4 here. And then of course we got hole number 5 right there. So that's all it takes if you want to, you know, make one of these windshields work. But I'm going to pause this. I'm going to try to kind of drop it on the bike for a second. So that's roughly what you would be looking like right there. As you can see, you're a good bit lower. And the good thing is with that wave, for somebody 5'8", 5'9", 30, 32 inseam, you're going to see over the shield, and it's going to keep the wind out of your face. The only thing it's not going to do for you is keep the bugs off of you, okay? So you're not going to catch bugs with this shield, but you're going to keep the wind out. But we may go with that one. And like I said, now we can really see what happened here now and how it all works together. You got the drilled hole. You had to cut the lip off. Another hole. We're keeping the factory hole. And we're just keeping on going. So that's that shield. Now this is the other shield. I think this is a 10-inch shield right here. Here's your stock right going on up. This is 10-inch. So we've already got a GPS mounted. This is on the inside right now, so it's not exactly where it would end up. But with the tilt, with the angle of the shield, that actually closes up pretty well. So we'd be pretty good. It's going to drop another couple of inches down there. But see, the reason I did the vinyl is now you're not going to be able to see in nor out with what we got going on, you know. So, but as you can see, we got another. Man, it's tough to see with this sun. You got about 2 more inches from somewhere along in there, down to that bolt down there. Can't see the screen, don't know what I just shot, but when it goes down that much, we go down that much, you know, we should be close to somewhere. I ain't got enough hands, y'all. Let me see if I can hold this phone. We should come somewhere, maybe, let's keep a finger, somewhere along in here once it drops down, maybe. It should be good. That'd be pretty good, and I think that shield with the chrome trim would look really good on this white bike. Now, I told you this was going to be a short video. It seems long. The one thing we're going to have to do, got a USB plug. That's how the Garmin GPS gets its power. The other thing with that Garmin is it's not the Garmin I would have chosen. This one I had. So that's a 55. What I would definitely recommend is if somebody buys this bike, they get a 66. 66 is just awesome. That's the one with Alexa. That's the one that's going to play through your Bluetooth speakers. Of course, with this factory unit, you're going to have to do something for Bluetooth. But it's doable. It's doable. Let me think what I was going to say. I had something on my mind. Alright, not sure where I left y'all. Here's the deal. What I really need to do for that GPS is I've got to put a USB plug on. Okay, so got two of them. I'm going to show you all the difference between these two USB plugs that I bought. Both plastic. This one, I think this is like 3.0 USB. And it has 3.0. Alright, so it's got two charging ports. But here's the deal with this, okay? I thought I would like this. I don't. Let me tell you why I don't like this one. Because in order to see the voltage, there's a display right here for voltage. When you turn the bike off, the power is going to go off on this. When you turn the bike back on, the power isn't going to automatically come on. They've got it wired with a switch, so you have to turn it off and on every time. Now, if you wanted to plug this directly to your battery, this might be a good thing to have. Because, no it wouldn't. Scratch that, y'all, because you would never lose power. That's not going to work. So scratch that. I thought about wiring it directly to the battery. It's not going to work. Alright, so when you turn your bike on, if you plug it, if you wire it through ignition, you're going to have to click to get power to it. Turn the bike off, it's going to go off automatically. Turn the bike back on, you're going to have to click to get power. I don't like that. Okay, if I'm wiring to the ignition, I want it to come on when the ignition comes on. This one is different. Okay, this one, you got the voltmeter. Okay, just like this one, you got a voltmeter. So you're going to be able to see it there on the display. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Let's see if I can pop it open with one hand, huh? I couldn't. I don't believe this, but this is not the one I want. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is a good one. So this is another 3.0, just like the last one. The only difference is it doesn't have a switch. There's no switch. So when I wire this with the ignition, this is automatically going to come on. So this will be the one I use whenever we do the USB. Okay, so it's going to be the one we use. And what we're going to do is we're probably, I typically go on the left side. I think with this one I'm going on the right side. And I'm going to tell you how I'm going to wire it in. The accessory cigarette lighter. Whoa, what the heck? Okay, it's still there. I'm like, where's it at? I was looking in the wrong spot. It's been a while. Okay, so you stay right there, little buddy. You're not going to stay. Okay, you stay right there. All right, so we got a cigarette lighter right here, right? So the wires, it's a high amperage cigarette lighter. Takes a lot of power, you know, to supply power to things. So we're going to be fine. The only way you would ever have a problem with the way I'm wiring this is if you had heated gear or something. Something taking a lot of amperage. So if that were the case, you're going to have a problem with the way I'm about to do this. But at the same time, you might not have a problem because you could plug your heated gear in here and not have that hooked in. You know, I don't know. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to drill. We're going to do a cutout right here. We're going to pop this guy in. All right, so he's going to be flush mounted just like my other bike, and we're going to wire it up, and we're just going to tap. We're going to posi tap into those wires. It's going to make it easier because I don't want to take the fairing off. And that's one of the reasons I don't want to do a lot to this bike, because I just don't want to break the fairing open. I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. I'm not interested in doing that. So we're going to tap there, and that's going to be it for this. Okay. I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to make one more video to talk about one more thing, and that's going to be it for the day. But bike's going to be for sale. I got to stop doing stuff to it, or else I'm going to have too much money in it, and it's not going to be feasible to get my money back, which it may already be not as feasible. I may just be losing money, but at the same time I might be appealing to others to buy the bike. I don't know. But I mean, if I get stuck with it, I get stuck with it. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I kind of like the way it rides, to be honest. So I'd have one bike that looked, around town with some higher mileage, and I'd have a low mileage that really rode like a Cadillac. All right, so let's stop this one. www.MEtricoil.com. Hope y'all got something out of it. I'll see you on the next one, which is coming now, and it's going to be about this, actually. So just so you know, MEtricoil.com. See you next time.